Hello, everybody. Today in the house, we have Marquelle Brown. Welcome, and I'm so glad you're here to teach us about health. So please tell us a little bit about yourself, how you impact your community.
All right, thank you, Paola. I am a nutritionist, and I also do some neuroencoding and neuro-linguistic programming, which helps us to be able to shift those negative thoughts and emotions so that they are no longer limiting us from accomplishing what we want to do. And I really love teaching people about health and wellness and how to nourish themselves better with food and mindfulness and positive thinking. And so I have done numerous lunch and learns in my community, and I've spoken at churches. And I also, teach some group online classes as well as meet with clients individually. And I teach a teen nutrition class for our homeschool co-op. So,
Wow, that's good.
yeah.
I bet you're making an impact in your community, so that's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. So please share with us what are some of the basics of nutrition and how could that help us to create a health plan for 2022?
Okay, great question. So, some really simple things that we can implement into our eating and our meal planning is I like to encourage people to aim for 5 colors on their plate, more vegetables and some fruits, and for at least 2 meals each day. And this way, we're going to get a variety of colors, which helps with our satiety or feeling full and satisfied. It's also going to give us more vitamins and minerals. It's going to give us more fiber. And all of the different colors and phytonutrients are actually really helpful for our microbiome, and which is our gut diversity. And that helps with our immune system, helps us to be able to digest our foods better. So remembering 5 colors on your plate and not Skittles or Fruit Loops.
Or M&Ms.
Right, or M&Ms, although they are colorful. But thinking, colorful vegetables, some fruits, and if you can bring in variety, that will be helpful. Another thing to focus on is it's a big word that we call macronutrients, and those are our fats, our carbohydrates, and our proteins. And we want to have those be balanced, and we personalize those because each individual might need different macronutrients. Some people might need a little more protein, some might need a little bit more carbohydrates, and some might need some more fats. So by learning to listen to your body, if you don't feel alert and energetic and ready to go after your meals, evaluate your meal and see what you had. And you can assess how much protein did I have? Did I have some good nutrient dense fats? And if not, then adjust that. Maybe bring a little bit more in. Or if you had adequate proteins and fats, maybe you need a little bit more carbohydrates. So another thing along the lines with macronutrients is when we have snacks, we want to make sure we have either a protein or a fat or both with our carbohydrate snacks. And the reason we want that is so that we don't interfere with our blood sugar handling in our system. If we're eating mainly carbohydrates, I'm going to pick on potato chips or a candy bar or a cookie because I'm sure we've all had one of those and didn't have any protein or fat with it. And we get the spike of blood sugar and then we crash, right? And some of those signs of the crash might be we're really fatigued, we've got a headache, we're irritable, we can't think clearly, and we want to reach for another sugary snack. So to avoid those sugar cravings and those sugar crashes, you need to make sure you have a good healthy fat or protein involved in your snacks as well as your meals. And healthy fats would be like some olives or some eggs. Eggs have fats and protein. You could do a nut butter, peanut butter, almond butter, a slice of meat, And then your combination of proteins, again, would be a meat or like legumes, hummus. Hummus and your other legumes are going to have proteins and carbohydrates. So they're both. Nuts, seeds are also really good. And of course, there's a lot more than that. Those are just a few examples.
Okay,
And
good. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm the one that runs for potato chips. Like if I didn't have a meal plan or snacks plan, it's like I go after those potato chips. I'm guilty for.
Yeah, well, it's that quick energy. We have to think carbohydrates are like the sticks on a fire and they burn really fast. And excuse me, they give us that quick burning energy. And the fats help give us that long burning energy so that it'll sustain us longer. So,
Okay. Yeah, thanks for the information. And it's very interesting how some of us might need more protein and others may need more carbohydrates.
mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
it is. And there are many diets out there. Like every year you hear, one is most popular than other. But in reality, what is a diet that you think has been the most beneficial for us either to lose weight or to maintain a healthy weight?
Yeah, that's a great question. And my favorite is the Mediterranean diet. And there are thousands of studies on the benefits of the Mediterranean diet. It's a nutrient-dense diet. It's whole foods. So you have fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, berries, fish, good healthy fats, lean meats, and some grains. And, again, when we look at the Mediterranean diet, if you look at a picture of that, it's very colorful with lots of variety. And it makes me happy to look at. And it will give us energy. And there are so many foods to choose from. And it limits processed foods. And when we think about processed foods, that's going to be difficult for us to digest. It actually depletes us of vitamins and minerals and nutrients because it takes so much to break those down. And oftentimes they don't have the vitamins and minerals in there that we need. Also, processed foods are low fiber. So when we've got the Mediterranean diet, we've got high fiber, lots of variety, bright colors, good fats, and it's really easy to find those foods pretty much anywhere.
You're right. I think fish and olive oil, which is good
Yes.
for you.
Yeah, they are
Good.
great.
What are some of the toxic foods we need to stay away from?
So when we are thinking about toxic, and also I know people go into the new year with wanting to focus on weight loss, one of the first things that we can reduce, and I would recommend eliminate, is sodas. They deplete the body of minerals. They create a burden for the body. They're also often high calories. So whether it's soda or even sweet drinks or fruit drinks. Another thing that we should avoid are fried foods or hydrogenated oils, and those often will come in packaged foods. So those would be the top two.
Okay.
Also, when we think of fried foods, they create free radicals in our body. So I always like to think of and describe a cell. A blood cell should be round, like a circle, and they're free floating. When we have free radicals, it makes the blood cell rippled. And so what happens is when it bumps into another blood cell, it'll break it. And so free radicals create inflammation, they lead to pain. And so, we're all wanting to reduce our pain and inflammation. And so avoiding the fried foods, sodas, soft drinks, sweet drinks are going to be very helpful for that.
Okay, thank you. What are some of the strategies and techniques that you share with your clients so that they stay in a health plan for a long time?
Yeah. That is something that a lot of people do struggle with. And I think by choosing one thing to focus on and then establishing a routine, then that helps to generate more motivation and confidence. So, if, for instance, if you want to work on incorporating 5 colors each day on your plate, you could choose once a day or twice. Work on that for a good week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks until you feel really comfortable with that. And then you could implement something else. So, whether that's more leafy greens, maybe 1 or 2 salads a day, um, or implementing some more healthy fats, um, or just making sure you have a breakfast every day. So picking one thing to focus on and really master that, from if you feel super confident after 1 week, then you can implement something else. Otherwise, give yourself, 3 to 4 weeks to really master that and then go to the next thing. And I find that that is where we make lasting changes that we
Mhm.
can implement, because these types of changes really, it's not just a diet change, it's a lifestyle change often for
Yeah.
us. And that's going to help make it so it's long term instead of just, oh, I tried that. I'm not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? So,
Yes. It's like adding a new habit, right? And then as
yes,
long as we repeat that habit, then unconsciously we're going to do it. We're going to choose to do it.
right.
So,
And I
yes.
find that even with these small little steps that we implement, people, they feel different. They notice a difference. And so they're like, "Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep this, and now I'm gonna try this." And so I think once they start seeing the results, it really also continues that motivation to keep implementing these healthy habits.
Good. Ah, do you think our mental health plays a role on how we keep our body healthy?
Yes, absolutely. And if we can really watch our thoughts, and when those negative thoughts creep in, if
Yes.
we can try to flip those to what's true or what we want to create, it's going to make a big difference. Because I don't know about you, but I even still sometimes, if I'm feeling sad or frustrated or stressed out, I'll want to reach for food for comfort. And I'll be like, okay, wait, I need to tune in. What am I really feeling? What are those negative thoughts? And what's really true? And what can I do to help me actually feel better rather than just trying to, suppress those feelings with food?
Yeah. I am right with you. It's like you and I are going through the same journey with neuroencoding and brain health. Uh, but it is one of the hardest things. I believe like within like I'm living it, that food is like having a healthy relationship with food all the time. It's
Yes.
it's tough. I can get to it like for let's say a month or two. I'm doing
Mhm.
really, really good. And then we have a celebration, a birthday celebration or something, and then it's like, oh, I fell off the wagon and then I have to try again, or I eat my emotions as well sometimes. So,
Yes, I think we all do. And I think it's just, it's kind of mindless eating because we don't know what we're feeling. We're not really aware. So if we can think of the mindful eating and be aware, okay, what am I feeling? And am I really hungry, or am I eating because I'm stressed or because I'm feeling sad or I'm lonely or whatever that feeling might be? And as we get more in tune with those feelings and thoughts, it's going to be easier for us to redirect and avoid that emotional eating.
yeah. What are some of your biggest lessons that you learned through your career?
Well, I think probably my biggest lesson really was that we can heal with changing how we eat and how we think, how we're supporting our body. My oldest daughter was very sick. She had an immune system crash, and the doctor that we worked with, he was all about nutrition and foods, and we had to really be strict. And as we continue to do that, her body did, heal and repair and recover. And so really what we eat does matter. We really are what we eat. And if we think about a car, we want to put the best gas in our car. We don't want to put oil in the gas tank, right? And so really knowing that what we eat really does make a big difference. And I believe, like you were mentioning, having cake, we can have the cake here and there and the sweets. And it's not, unless we have some autoimmune condition, it's not going to make us crash. But if we're doing the sweets and junk food, multiple times a day for every snack, over time, that's going to build up and it's going to catch up with us. So I think it's such a simple thing that I think people don't really realize the impact. So I just want to share that it really does make a difference, and it really is worth giving it a try and implementing these lifestyle skills with eating and mindset into your life, and it will make a difference.
That's awesome. How's your daughter doing?
She's great. My goal, this all came down when she was 6, and she's in her 20s now. And my goal was when she was a teenager, she wouldn't die on me when she decided to eat whatever she wanted. Because we all know teenagers are going to do that, right?
Yes.
And so, she can pretty much eat whatever she wants, maybe not for super long periods of time. Then her body says, oh, got to get back in check. But she's not in a dangerous situation like she was before. So that's very much a blessing.
That's good. And now now you're sharing the experience. That is like, if you eat healthy, you can heal your body. So
yes,
that's beautiful. Where can we find you? If there is somebody here in our audience that says, hey, I need a person that can guide me with my health plan, where can we find you?
So I have a website, and it's my name, marquellebrown.com, and that is MarquelleBrown.com.
Okay. I'll make sure that I type it on the description. Yes.
Great.
So before you go, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your wisdom and the information you're sharing with us today, sharing your time as well. Before you go, what are some of the, like, a message or anything you could share with us for us to begin to create a brighter future?
I just want to give people hope that they can experience the joy of wellness. And I always enjoy helping people learn how to have that optimal health and wellness and improve their quality of life. And I know sometimes we get stuck, and it's really helpful to have, somebody there to help guide you and weed through all the information that's out there to help you to be able to have that success. And so, reach out if you are struggling and you've tried different things and it hasn't worked, because there is a lot out there that can help. And it's just having a plan, and as well as a mentor to help you navigate through the different roadblocks that come our way. And we all have those. And so know that you don't have to be alone on this journey, that there is help.
Yes, that we are not perfect. Yeah,
right.
We're not perfect.
Yeah.
So we all need help on, one area or another area of our life. It's like, we're here to learn. So thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, Paola. It's my pleasure.
High five. Thank you, everybody. I hope you find a word, a phrase, anything, an idea that could benefit you to begin to create a brighter future. Thanks for listening to us, and blessings to you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.